bets.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we are looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 400 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section below which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, and any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Thursday slate of games, so take a moment and hit that like button. Again, if this video gets above 400 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the points tab, and this time we'll be selecting Kawhi Leonard for more than 24.5 points. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. This pick may come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, as Kawhi Leonard has actually only exceeded it in 4 of his last 10 games, and in just one game this series. However, he has been close to exceeding this line in each of these games he's played, this series versus the Denver Nuggets, and this is a line Kawhi Leonard has exceeded in 55% of his last 20 games. And considering the circumstances of this game being win or go home for the Los Angeles Clippers, playing at home, we do expect Kawhi Leonard to come out aggressive and to reach his line. Now, Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers will be facing off against a Denver Nuggets defense that this season had not been very good overall, especially when it came to defending against their opponents' points, ranking near the bottom of the league, giving up plenty of points to their opponents overall. And when it came to defending against opponents' small forwards, the Denver Nuggets were ranked again near the bottom of the league, giving up a fair share amount of points to the position. Here's Denver's defensive numbers against opponents' shooting guards, for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, coming into this game, we do expect Kawhi Leonard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Kawhi Leonard is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 37 minutes per game. And one of the things we do like about Kawhi Leonard is his high efficiency from the field over his last 10 games, near 55% field goal shooting on nearly 19 attempts per game, shooting a very impressive 46% from behind the arc on over 5 attempts per game. So coming into this game, we do like Kawhi Leonard to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. On his career, Kawhi has been a solid scorer this season, near 22 points per game, and again with his extended playing time this postseason and the circumstances of this game being win or go home, at home, we do expect Kawhi Leonard to come out aggressive against a Denver Nuggets defense that hasn't been very good overall defending his position to reach his line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Kawhi Leonard for more than 24.5 points. Now for our next play, we'll be headed over to the PRA tab to a line that has been bumped a few times today, and many of you guys who are on PrizePicks often deal with this, even on other DFS platforms as well. That is why, if you guys are not already on Epic, we wanted to introduce you to this platform that we think you are going to absolutely love, as we do, because one of the best things about Epic is the fact that they never bump their line. So the line that you see at the beginning of the day will be the same at the end of the day, and best of all, unlike on most DFS platforms and sportsbooks where you're betting against the house, on Epic you have the ability to win slips even if you miss plays, because you're not competing against a sportsbook, you are competing against other users on Epic, whether one-on-one or in a tournament setting. So even if you miss multiple picks, you have the ability to still win your slip. And even more importantly, on Epic, you will have incredibly high payout boost. So really, it is a win-win all around. And to make it even better, Epic will give you a deposit match when you use code BLITZ and sign up using our link in the description below. They are available on both Google Play and the App Store. And again, they will give you a nice deposit match offer when you use code BLITZ, so go give them a look. Now again, for our next play, we will be under the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Josh Hart for more than 26.5 PRA. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line, Josh Hart, has exceeded in 5 of his last 10 games, However, one of the things we do love about Outlier is our ability to filter for game-specific conditions, and one of the game-specific conditions that we will be filtering out for this game is away games for Josh Hart, and we see that over his last 10 games, this is a line Josh Hart has exceeded in 60% of his last 10 away games. Additionally, this line Josh Hart has exceeded in 70% of his last 20 away games. And on the season, this is a line Josh Hart has exceeded in nearly 70% of the games he's played on the road. Now, Josh Hart and the New York Knicks will be facing off against a Detroit Pistons defense that this season has been pretty average overall when it comes to defending against their opponents' PRA totals, giving up a fair share amount of points, rebounds, and assists overall to their opponents. And when it comes to defending against opponents' small forwards, they are again pretty much just the same, giving up a fair share amount of points, rebounds, and assists to their opponent forwards. Here's their numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. Ranked pretty solidly, but again, still giving up a fair share amount of points, rebounds, and assists to the position. But overall, we expect Josh Hart to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Josh Hart is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games. They're 38 minutes per game, shooting a solid 46% from behind or on the field on nearly 10 attempts per game, and nearly 40% from behind the arc on over 3 attempts from 3 per game, again over his last 10 games. But one of the things we really do love about Josh Hart is his great playmaking over his last 10 games, over 10 potential assists per game, as well as his great rebounding ability, over 18 rebound chances per game, again, over his last 10 games. So coming into this game, we do like Josh Hart to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. In his career, Josh Hart has been a solid contributor, putting up very decent PRA totals this season, nearly 14 points per game, about 10 rebounds and 6 assists, and coming into this game with the New York Knicks having the opportunity to close out this series and avoid a Game 7, we are expecting Josh Hart and the New York Knicks to come out aggressive against a team that is average defending its position and to reach his line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Josh Hart for more than 26.5 PRA. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we want to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Cade Cunningham for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Karl-Anthony Towns for lower than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you guys like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on things like whether or not a player gets a double-double or a triple-double, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all the free picks, discounted player props, and promos that they are dropping as gifts in your lobby on a day-to-day basis. So again, if you aren't already on Underdog, make sure you guys go lock these in so you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. Sign up using code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. And for those of you guys looking to take your game to the next level, click our link in the description below for RotoWire. This is one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available. They've got for individual player props for sports betting, even fantasy sports and DFS platforms, of course. So many tools at your disposal, and one of the things we do love about RotoWire is your ability to filter out for whatever platform that you're on. So if you're on PrizePicks, Underdog, or Sleeper, or all three, you can just click here and have it filter out specific player props for you. From there, you have the ability to search up whatever player you like, or just look at the default listing of players. And what we do love about RotoWire is that it shows you how certain lines are leaning on DFS platforms, on sportsbooks, and then RotoWire gives its own projection of what they feel the line will end up at. And of course, it does this for every single line of the player that you search for. And you also have the ability to make your picks directly here from the app. And of course, this is just one of the tools available, this projection tool from RotoWire. They have got a ton more tools, again, for DFS, for sports betting, and fantasy sports if you guys are into that as well. And it also provides the most up-to-date news on sports-related matters. So just a very comprehensive research tool that our team loves to use, and you guys can go check out as well. And right now, RotoWire will give you 25% off your access to this amazing research tool when you use code BLITZ, so go give these guys a look. Now for our next play, we'll be under the points plus assists tab, and this time we'll be selecting Ivica Zubac for more than 21.5 points plus assist. Now taking a quick look around Outlier, we see that this line of Ivica Zubac has actually exceeded in 7 of his last 10 games, including in 2 straight games. Additionally, this line Zubac has exceeded in 60% of his last 20 games. and in over 40% of the games he's played this season. Now, Ivica Zubac and the Los Angeles Clippers will be facing off against a Denver Nuggets defense that this season has not been very good overall, especially when it comes to defending against their opponent's points plus assists, giving up a fair share amount of points and assists to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against opponents' centers, the Denver Nuggets are again just the same, giving up plenty of points as well as assists to the position. And again, coming into this game, with the circumstances be win or go home at home for the Los Angeles Clippers, we are expecting Ivica Zubac to come out aggressive and to reach his line. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Ivica Zubac is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 37 minutes per game. And again, one of the things we really do like about Zubac is his high efficiency from the field over his last 10 games, over 70% field goal shooting on over 13 attempts per game, which is very nice to see, and a pretty decent playmaker as well for his position, 4 potential assists per game over his last 10 games. So coming into this game, we do like Ivica Zubac to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Ivica Zubac for more than 21.5 points plus assist. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 400 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to sign up for the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.